The other day, my brother and his American Lebanese wife came all the way from the States to Lebanon with their newborn baby. Well, typically, we went to pick them up from the airport, noting that my mom was going to see her grandchild for the very first time, and she was really excited. The moment they walked in, my mom, out of a sudden, dropped her bags and started running and screaming in Arabic, "Ya تقبرنا إن شاء الله." My sister-in-law, Sarah, who barely speaks Arabic, was very surprised by mom's words. Later that night, Sarah asks me, "Fatima, what was your mom screaming when we first arrived?" I answered her, "Do you mean ya تقبرنا إن شاء الله?" She said yes. I wasn't expecting this question, and frankly, it was a challenging one. I did not know how to answer her. Well, my first instinct was to literally translate these words for her, and I found myself saying, "Oh, it means may you bury me." That was when it hit me. I was telling Sarah that my mom's first words for her grandchild were, "May you bury me." The look on Sarah's face when I first uttered these words was a mix of astonishment and confusion. Why on earth does her mother-in-law want to be put in grave for seeing her grandchild? She's supposed to be happy, full of joy, anything but wishing death upon herself. "Bury me?" Sarah replied. That was when I jumped to ease the situation. No, 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 it's a good thing. Well, I remember the look on Sarah's face went from confused to horrified. Okay. This got me thinking about all the expressions that we use, and it made me realize how much we love violence. We love violence that it has become a part of our daily talk. Normally, when we as Lebanese people see a cute baby, we straight away reflect by saying, "Badi fasfsu," which translates to, "The baby is so cute that I want to rip him or her apart." When it's about time to sing for that baby to sleep, we'd say, "يلا تنام يلا تنام لأذبح لك طير الحمام," which translates to, go to sleep, and I slaughter a dove for you, slaughter a dove for you." You go on a ride, you hear our celebrity Najwa Karams telling her lover, "يخرب بيتك حبيتك," which translates to, "May your house be wrecked, I love you." Now, as amusing as this realization was to me, it got me thinking about something more serious. We don't just love violence, we employ violence to express our love. My mom's "may you bury me" actually means that she was about to drop dead because she was overwhelmed with joy. Ripping the baby means that you love every single bit of that baby. Slaughtering a dove, it's meant to imply that you love the baby to an extent that you would do anything for that baby to have a good night's sleep, including sacrificing a poor dove. About Najwa Karam's song, it's meant to show how the celebrity is blaming herself for having fallen head over heels in love. These expressions have found their way into our intimate relationships. When we hear proverbs like, "hitting your lover is as sweet as raisins," and others like, "some forms of love are meant to be deadly," and when the domestic violence reports are as frequent as ever, we cannot afford to neglect the correlation between what we sing in our baby's ears and how it translates to the most intimate of our relationships. Instead of solely blaming the government officials and the outdated laws, let's make sure our generations are aware that violence is not okay and is by no means to be glorified and romanticized. Let's come up with words that don't mess up with the sacredness of love. Let's choose our words more wisely when being angry. Let's educate our children that love should never be associated with aggression, destruction, death, and violence. Believe me, we can be so positive and humane expressing our emotions and affections. After this realization, I myself am attempting to mitigate my unintentional use of violence, that I'm not contributing to any further patterns of the violent behaviors. By doing so, I personally will not be creating new avenues of violence, even at the linguistic level. Should I be meeting my grandchild for the very first time? I certainly will not want to be put in a coffin and buried at that moment. Thank you.